Hello Aquarius, and welcome to this little corner of the internet that is Wild Fox Alchemy. If we haven't met before, my name is Maria Gaian and I'm an intuitive business success coach and tarot card reader, amongst other things. If we have met before, welcome back. It's so lovely to hang out with you. So this is your weekly reading for October the 25th to the 31st. Are you all set for Halloween? We certainly are. We start with Electric Eel Spirit, bring your ideas to life. If I had to have an award for card that comes out most often in business readings, it would be this one. So Aquarius, what ideas are you needing to bring to life this week? What ideas? It's time to stop sitting on them. Your energy needs to focus on the Nine of Shells, gratitude and fulfillment. Your strengths this week are exploration and discovery with the Page of Feathers. Possible blockages, the Hanged Man. Ooh, okay. And the outcome is the Eight of Shells, quest and renewal. So let's see, what have we got here now? It's time to bring your ideas to life, Aquarius. I think we've spoken about this before. I seem to recall that you get this card quite often. And I think it's because you spend a lot of time getting ideas, thinking about ideas, discovering new ideas, but you never actually take action on them. I'm a Gemini. I'm also an air sign. And I know what it's like for us because, you know, as entrepreneurs, I think ideas come to us all the time. We're always looking at how we could do things better than they're already being done, or gaps in the market that could be filled. We just see these little pips of inspiration everywhere. But then, if you're anything like me, you struggle to actually make those dreams and ideas turn into something tangible. And the reason for that can sometimes be fear. The reason for that can sometimes be a lack of organisation. The reason for that can be things like just having too bloody many ideas that you just can't even get to grips. My advice to you is this, and it's something that's helped me no end. Get yourself a journal. When these ideas pop into your head, write them down in your journal and explore them in your journal just for a little bit, even if it's just for half an hour, just to see how that idea feels to you, how you could pad it out. Because if you're anything like me, a lot of your ideas are very sort of floating in the atmosphere. They don't feel very solid. They are just lurking there. And we don't always know how we would put them into practice. And these can be ideas for products and services. It can be the whole idea for a whole business. You know, I don't know what stage you're at really in your business right now. But when you have these ideas, just write them down and explore them a little bit. And then you can either just go, that's not for me right now, I'm going to just defer that to down the road. Or you can say, actually, that's not an idea for me ever. Because it's just, you know, the more I think about it, the more I hate the idea. I'll leave that idea for somebody else to bring to life. Or then you can look at, yes, actually I do like this idea. I can see how I would make this a practical, tangible thing. And start moving it forward. Write a little plan of how you can make it happen. And then keep your journals. I always keep my journals because then if ever I'm stuck, I get them out and have a look. You can have like a dedicated ideas journal to just put your ideas in. And then, you know, things change down the line. Maybe some of the ideas that you thought weren't great for right now, maybe they suddenly are right now. You know, just play it by ear with that. Focus on the Nine of Shells. This card is the wish card. This is about you almost being there. Getting to the pinnacle, finding satisfaction and contentment and happiness in what it is that you're doing. It's a reminder to be grateful for everything that you have. And I feel like what you need to focus your energy now on, Aquarius, is where you're at right now. I think there's a lot of striving going on, a lot of kind of kicking the can down the road is what I'm being told to say to you. That you've got a lot of thoughts and feelings and you're deferring things. You're not focusing on them. You're focusing on some future time that isn't really real yet. And so you go, oh yeah, I'm going to have this in the future. I'm going to buy that in the future. I'm going to launch that in the future. I just feel like you're not focusing on the present, and that in some respects you're missing out on what is going on around you in the present. You need to practice a bit of mindfulness, I think, this week and beyond, to be quite honest. There's a need for gratitude for what it is that you have. And I'm going to say that if you've had a big dream for a while, and maybe you're not seeing any forward progress towards it, or it feels very slow, that the reason that could be is because you are focusing more on this distant, kind of misty-eyed dream and not on the present and taking full action. Does that make sense? I want to kind of talk a little bit about the law of attraction and the fact that if we can't make things work in the present, if we don't appreciate what we have in the present, then we won't be given what we want in the future, because we're just demonstrating to the universe that we're not ready for it yet. How can I give you an example of this? I guess actually it's a discussion that I had with my partner the other day. We have a finca here in Spain, and Mac works off-site and I run my business here from the house. Quite often we struggle a little bit with the workload on the actual farm, and it's only a very small farm. But our dream retreat place is quite big. It's got 70 hectares of land or something ridiculous. And I said to him the other day, you know, we're not moving any further forward towards this dream because I feel it's because we aren't grateful and focused on what we already have. We're already looking at it like it's a struggle. So if we're struggling with whatever it is we have now, at the size that it is, then why do we think that we're not going to struggle down the line? And Mac's answer is kind of always the standard one, which is, well, if we can afford to buy the retreat centre, we can afford to have help and staff. And it's like, yeah, but I just feel sometimes like we don't appreciate fully what it is that we've got now. That we kind of, I mean, we manifested this place. It was exactly what we needed. It's quite strange. When we decided that we would move to Spain, we had a wish list. And whilst we were visiting Spain and driving around all the different areas to see where we thought we might live, I was looking at what was to let and what was to buy, and then realised that I was searching a lot of English sites, and therefore I wanted to see whether I could find something on some of the Spanish sites instead. And this was one of the first that came up. We went to see it before we even left our 2.5-week holiday, and we signed on the dot. We were the first people to see this place. And we signed up and we got it. We manifested it. And sometimes I think that we are so focused on the manifestation of the retreat centre that we want, that we can sometimes forget to be grateful for this beautiful, beautiful place that we have currently. And I don't want you to kind of fall into that trap. It's what I am working on currently, because, you know, I talk about business blocks a lot and soul healing and everything. And I just want you to know, I'm not perfect. Not by a long shot. I have business blocks. I have money blocks. I have fears and self-sabotaging behaviours and limiting beliefs and negative thoughts all the damn time. It's just that I know how to get rid of them and how to deal with them. But it doesn't mean I don't have them. And this is one of my blocks, this ability to be in the moment. Sometimes I struggle with that, and I'm too far down the road with my dream to really be grateful for what it is that I have. I'm very happy here, and I should remember that. And I just want you to be reminded that your happiness is there all around you. Don't kind of kick it down the road by thinking that you'll be happier if you have other things, more things, better things. Alright? Just appreciate the happiness and how far you've come already and what you have now. Your strengths, the page of feathers, exploration and discovery. This can be about personal discovery, self-exploration. It can be about communication, actually, this card. It can often be about a new way of communicating. It can be indicative of speaking gigs coming up, being able to communicate with a lot of people all at once. Maybe you need to be having a webinar or some sort of event that you speak at that will help other people to discover you. People need to know who you are and what your ideas are and what you've got going on. And I do strongly feel that this isn't about your exploration and discovery. It's about you being found when other people explore and you being discovered. Your blockages, the Hanged Man there, patience, taking a step back. This indicates to me that you are impatient, that you aren't taking a step back to think about what it is that you're going to do. It could be that you're impatient with these ideas, that you just rush forward, you just want to get it done, you just want to get it out there, and you end up sometimes not thinking things through very well. You need to look at everything from a different perspective. I feel like the Hanged Man can also be talking about this Nine of Shells, where this impatience is you wanting to just rush forward and be at the end game before you've even got to the beginning and the middle bit. Take time. This reading is very much for me about you taking time to enjoy what you have and appreciate what you have, and to move forward carefully, not at a massive rush kind of pace. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. The outcome is the Eight of Shells. The Eight of Shells is about moving away from things that do not serve you anymore. Moving away from self-sabotage. Renewal, a quest for renewal, starting fresh. This can be about the starfish being able to lose a limb and then grow it back. I'm going to clarify him, I think. I'm just drawn to clarify him. I think the rest of this is quite straightforward, that you've got these ideas, you need to focus on them, you need to bring them to life instead of just shelving them and leaving them stuck in the air somewhere. That there needs to be this gratitude for what you already have, that your focus can be on making a wish because you are almost there. You are just almost about to reach a goal. We've got this exploration and discovery that I feel like is a bit on its head. It's not you exploring and discovering, it's about other people exploring and discovering and finding you. It's about you feeling impatient and wanting to move forward at the speed of light, speed of electric light, and being told no, it's time for you to be patient, you need to take a step back and see things from a new perspective. You need to be more patient. The outcome is this quest and renewal, and to clarify that, I've got the Ace of Cups. This is about a new way of being creative. There's something here about these ideas. These ideas are new ideas, they are new things that are coming up for you. It could be a new way of doing an old thing, but either way, there is something new here, a new way of doing things, that you're going to let go of the stuff that doesn't serve or that isn't quite correct. You know, I feel like there's just something that just isn't quite correct, and you're going to just get rid of it and change it, let go of what doesn't serve in that respect, and start grasping onto more of what does make a difference. And then I've got a repeat here because I've got the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is there again. There's something here about discovery and exploration. This is about you communicating to people what it is you do, communicating your ideas. I'm going to go one more time and see if anything else jumps out at us. It's possible it won't, because that could be the end of the reading. I'm just trying to ascertain whether this is the end of it or whether there's any more. Well, Aquarius, I'm shuffling and shuffling and nothing much is happening. Oh, hang on. Oh, just as I said that, I got a jumper. And it's the Magician, another major arcana card there for you. This is about you having limitless power. It's about you creating and manifesting what it is you dream of. And having the power to do it. I think you need to bring these ideas to life, because whatever they are is very powerful. You just need to examine them a little bit. And then you need to make sure that everybody that needs to know about them knows about them. This exploration and discovery is clearly very important this week. And I think it's about other people discovering you and you exploring how to get other people to discover you, to be quite honest. But I think this idea is either a tweak to something you already do, getting rid of the parts of it that might not work, or improving parts of it, or it could be something completely new. But there is an investigation that needs to be done into these ideas, and instead of just allowing them to float away, you need to actually take action on them, Aquarius. So I hope that helps. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please do like, subscribe and share this message with anybody that you think might benefit. And I will see you again soon. With love and magic always. Have a great week. See you again soon, Aquarius. Bye bye for now.